I'm looking at different plant species to learn from them. Plants are not only fascinating, but also incredibly beneficial for any design and concept art project. For me, botanical illustrations are not just beautiful images. It is a way to simply immerse yourself in the wonders of nature. By observing plants and flowers up close, I can gain a deeper understanding of their intricate details, textures, and forms. This connection with nature can significantly influence design and world building. Botanical drawing isn't just the study of a plant, it's a powerful tool that can enhance your design and concept art projects in more ways than one. One of the key benefits of botanical drawing studies like these is the enhancement of observation skills. When you draw plants, you train your eye to notice subtle nuances in shape, symmetry, and color. These skills are transferable to design, helping you to capture and interpret details that might go unnoticed by others. Botanical drawings can be a wellspring of inspiration for design projects. The diverse shapes, patterns, and structures found in the plant kingdom can spark new ideas and concepts. By incorporating elements from nature, maybe later I can add a touch of authenticity and uniqueness to my designs. One of the challenges in design and concept art is creating realistic textures and details. Painting plants hones your ability to replicate intricate patterns and textures found in nature. Whether it is the veins on a leaf or the delicate petals of a flower, these skills can elevate the realism in your artwork. Beyond the creative advantages, I find botanical drawing really relaxing. People believe that art, coloring, sketching can also provide these kinds of benefits, like the act of immersing yourself in the calming process of drawing can reduce stress and enhance your overall well-being. A relaxed mind is a more creative mind. And drawing flowers is one of the things that I find myself lost in time without stressing about anything. For me, drawing animals does not have the same effect yet. Maybe if I spend more time on drawing them, they will become easier. But I believe the best thing about doing botanical illustrations is color exploration. Painting plants provides an excellent opportunity to explore and experiment with colors. The vibrant hues found in flowers, leaves, and stems can serve as a palette for our design projects. By studying the natural color combinations in botanical subjects, we can enhance the visual appeal of our concepts. For example, I like costume design, and one of my favorite practices is just using a flower as a reference for a fashion illustration or a character concept, and I use the colors exactly as they are on a flower, vibrant and dreamy. The skills we can acquire through botanical drawing are incredibly versatile. The precision required to render botanical subjects translates well into other aspects of design, such as product design, fashion, jewelry, and even architecture. It's like building a strong foundation that supports any creative endeavor across various disciplines. I would just let the flora guide my artistic journey, but I am on a different path now. I'm trying to learn about the earth in all its different aspects, not just flora but fauna, fungi, geography, geology, history, cultures, and so on. So this is not an artistic journey, it is my world building journey where I am trying to understand the earth so that maybe one day the accumulation of all my studies will guide me to another world. So it is just a nascency. So people will say this is not world building, but the world building disease, and that may be true. So if I try to learn about every species out there, I will just get old before I complete illustrations of maybe just 10% of all the animals. I know that, and I still am not rushing anything. I may be lowering my chances of creating a product, but I am embracing this process because I love this process. And because now that we have AI that can draw anything, products don't really mean a lot anymore, and all I have left is the process. So anyway, I did not want to start a rant about how AI ruined illustrators. I still want to talk about creating and building more. Have you ever wondered why the worlds in your favorite stories feel so alive? It's often because they have well-developed ecosystems. Studying real-world plants can provide a blueprint for crafting diverse flora in our fictional worlds. Understanding how plants coexist and adapt to different environments can add layers of authenticity to our world because the plants can be one of the foundations of ecosystems. Biodiversity can be the spice of life, even in fictional realms. By studying a variety of plants, we can infuse our world with unique and fantastical flora. We can take inspiration from the shapes, colors, and adaptations of real plants, and then maybe we will be able to create exotic and otherworldly species. And it can be a focus. Since I like botanical studies more than animal studies, for example, maybe I will make them more important in the world that I am building. But someone who loves to do animal studies will have more diverse creatures and beasts and even different hybrids of sentient species in their world. Plants, just like animals, also have cultural significance in our world, and the same can be true for any fictional societies. I'm trying to investigate how different cultures utilize plants for food, medicine, rituals, or even as symbols, and I will try to integrate these botanical elements. And realistic environments are a cornerstone of immersive world building. By sketching out the landscapes and terrains influenced by real plants, we can create settings that feel tangible and believable. Whether it's a lush forest or a barren desert, the plants in our world can shape its atmosphere and contribute to the overall narrative. Every plant has a story to tell, and botanical drawing allows us to capture those stories visually. By incorporating elements from the nature into our design, we are infusing our creations with a narrative. This storytelling aspect adds depth and meaning. It can make our designs more engaging and relatable. Plants can be more than just background scenery. They can drive the story forward. Just considering how plant life influences a world's economy, conflicts, or even, if you have it, a magic system. The properties of unique plants can become central elements, making new story arcs and conflicts for our characters to navigate. In this study, I looked at a specific genera of plants which are called Abelmoschus, if I'm saying that correctly. I chose 3 different species from this genera. One of them is okra, which is a very common vegetable in my country anyway. The other 2 species are not that commonly known, but I chose them because of their beautiful colored flowers and I only painted the flowers. For example, one of these is commonly known as musk okra, ornamental okra, rose mallow, or tropical jewel hibiscus. This is an aromatic and medicinal plant native to Asia and Australia. It has many culinary uses. The seeds are added to coffee and leaves and the new shoots are eaten as vegetables. They are also used as herbal medicine and tobacco is sometimes flavored with these flowers. So the pink flowers are from the other species, but let's learn about okra. Because this illustration is mainly focused on that. Okra is a flowering plant in the mallow family native to East Africa. It has edible green seed pods, cultivated in tropical, subtropical and warm temperate regions around the world. Okra finds its way into the culinary traditions of numerous countries. It is also commonly known as ladyfingers. For example, in my country it is called bamia. It is one of the few vegetables that I never eat, but it is very common food and some people around me say that it is one of the vegetables that you learn to appreciate as you get older. I guess I'm not that old yet. Humans have used okra since ancient times, and in the Greek and Roman eras that passed through Egypt, there are carved images found on templates of pharaohs in Egypt. I thought I knew about okra as that healthy food I never eat, but it turns out that I only knew about the pods, the parts that we use as vegetables. Yes, the pods were interesting to draw and geometric shape and design is inspirational. But what I did not know is that they have really beautiful white, yellow flowers, which I love to paint and I got carried away and drew and painted from 3 different angles. The variety of colors of the vegetables, which I only knew from green to somewhat brown, also surprised me. I really liked the red okras. It was fun to paint them. The pods in cross-section were a bit tricky to draw, and I could have done them better now that I look back. But the thing I struggled most was the composition. As you can see, I changed the composition and scale of things on my canvas many times. And I tried to add some okra illustrations where they were used in cuisine, like one in a pot and one as fried okras in a plate, and I really regret that now. From now on, I will not mix cuisine and botanical illustrations. Maybe in the future, if I use this anywhere, I will change the presentation of the page completely again. I started with the rough sketches. Then on a second run, on a new layer on Photoshop, I redrew in more detail, and then I colored in all the drawings, so I was constantly jumping from one drawing to another, and I feel like it was a bit chaotic to watch, so maybe I will try to focus on just one piece at a time from now on. This was a good lesson for me, a good drawing and composition practice, really nice colors to play around, and learning about okras as vegetables and thinking about ways to use these kinds of vegetables in different settings. Anyway, overall, I see the flaws, but I feel like it turned out to be okay. I can imagine someone hanging this on their kitchen wall as a botanical illustration. I know that botanical illustration is a passion shared by many people. I have been drawing different species for a while now, and I wish to go on with these studies, and I don't know where will they take me at. That is it for this study. Until next time, I will be trying to keep drawing, keep creating, and stay inspired.